Next up in my New to Me Distillery series is Wilderness Trail with their Kentucky Straight Rye whiskey. I'm Captain Mike, this is Whiskey and Literature. I talk about whiskey and books. I feel like I've been in a whiskey rut the past couple of years, buying the same bottles of whiskey year after year, just the new batch. So I decided I wanted to go broader this year in my whiskey purchasing, trying to find distilleries that are new to me, to find shelf-stable bottles, or to find distilleries that I want to avoid, and we'll see how it goes. Wilderness Trail is one of those distilleries that's been recommended to me from subscribers, friends, and other YouTubers. In fact, this bottle is the epitome. This is exactly why I'm doing this series this year, because I found myself time after time walking right past this bottle that was recommended to me by basically everyone trying to find the new Elijah Craig barrel proof batch. Wilderness Trail is a distillery that's about 2 hours away from downtown Louisville. So in all my trips down to Kentucky for the Bourbon Trail, I've never quite made it to their distillery. Apparently they have a pretty low barrel entry proof for this product, like between 100 and 105 proof. They do sweet mash, so each batch is brand new. They don't use any backset or used product as they start a new batch. They are experimenting with different yeast strains, and to me they actually just sound like a really great craft distillery. And they meet my criteria that I've set for this series, and that they are available, affordable, and they distill their own whiskey. All right, specs and stats for this bottle, and they call it they say they split the difference between a Kentucky style rye and a high rye. And maybe that's true in Kentucky, because they are 56% rye, 33% corn, and 11% malted barley. So that would mean that they think kind of a high rye is 61%. I do really like nice high ryes. We're talking 75 to 95% rye. So to me, even a 61 to 70% rye isn't a high rye, but it's better than, I guess, those 51% ryes. So 56% rye, 33% corn, 11% malted barley. It is a sweet mash. It is bottled in bond, so we know it's 100 proof. It is a non-age stated, so it's at least 4 years old. It's non-chill filtered, and I paid $49.99 for this bottle, and it is not available at Total Wine. So my idea for this series is to get at least halfway through the bottle before filming in order to give you the best possible review. And I also intend to keep this series, the videos, as short as possible. I do tend to enjoy bottled and bond whiskeys. There's something about them, I'm not sure what it is, that just predisposes me to liking them. On the nose, I find this to be sweet and fruity, some banana, citrus, and rye spice. On the palate, there is an initial explosion of rye spice, and from the nose, I would not have expected that, but the palate really delivers some great rye notes. After a few sips, it does betray its Kentucky roots, but it doesn't leave you wanting. It's nice fruit, citrus, and brown sugar sweetness. Lingering rye spice and pepper with herbal notes and butterscotch finish the pour off. Again, like Wilderness Trail is exactly the reason that I'm doing this series this year. They have, with this bottle, earned a permanent place on my shelf. They do have a barrel-proof single barrel version of this whiskey, which I would like to find. I've also seen that they have cask strength whiskeys out there, and even a 7-year-old whiskey. So I definitely would like to explore and get deeper into this distillery and see what they also have to offer. I appreciate everybody who has recommended this distillery to me, and thanks to those guys who kind of pushed me into broadening out and going deeper into the world of whiskey this year. So I am committed to doing 2 new distilleries averaging out this year, and I'll link that playlist anyway in the description below. But guys, I think if you don't like the high rye, but you like a nice rich rye or Kentucky whiskeys, Wilderness Trail, a craft distillery, might be right up your alley. Guys, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, like it. It's free. Subscribe to see more of my content. Again, I do both whiskey and book reviews. But for now, my friends, you know what to do. I hope you're reading something good and drinking something great. and wear the damn hat. Cheers.